he's one of those actors that everyone trusts will give a stellar performance. So whenever he's out with a new production, everyone flocks to go see it.
Yeah, action maybe. Well, he's a big actor, of course. He's very successful, and we have a lot of updates, A to Z, about Hwang Jung-min today. This is Celeb-O-meter. Now, this is pretty incredible. In the past 18 months only, the number of people who have seen his movies add up to over 50 million people. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing. Well, if you look at his movies Veteran and Ode to My Father, each had over 10 million in admissions.
Yeah.
And of course, the movies The Himalayas and A Violent Prosecutor, they were true box office hits. And what's truly interesting is that he changes characters every single time. They're completely different.
He's a new person every time I see him on screen, and that's pretty fascinating. So I think we have some examples for you. Elaine, can you tell us more?
Of course, in The Bittersweet Life, he plays a vicious character that really chills your blood. And in You're My Sunshine, Hwang Jung-min takes on the role of a very naive guy who grows up in a farm. And in the hit film New World, his curly-haired character was the right-hand man of a mob boss. And in the movie Ode to My Father, he transformed into an elderly man. He's quite the chameleon.
Yeah, I guess when you see him playing a mobster, you believe him or you believe it, and then you see him playing a farm boy, you believe it again. And he also had other roles, of course, in You're My Sunshine and New World, Shin Se-ge. He actually won Best Actor for those movies at Korea's respected Blue Dragon Awards.
That's right. The acceptance speech for You're My Sunshine got a lot of coverage, the so-called the table was set speech. So he said that 60-some crew members set the table and I only had to sit down and eat what they prepared. How humble of him. And I heard that the New World speech got quite a lot of coverage too, right, Elaine?
That is true. Do you remember that scene where he's walking out of the airport and he meets his co-star Lee Jung-jae and he says, "Hey, brother."
That was really good.
And that line was just so famous that the minute he stepped on stage to accept his Best Actor award, the audiences were screaming that line.
Was it a bit like that? Oi, brother. Hey, brother. No?
Maybe Adrian could try imitating some of Hwang Jung-min's other roles, maybe like that old man role in Ode to My Father.
Okay, well, thank you at least for the idea. I'll try to practice. It's pretty incredible. I mean, he had a lot of makeup for that movie. But not only about makeup, it's also the way he talked, but also the way he acted. It made it seem so real.
His transformation was so perfect that when he video called his 9-year-old son after his transformation, his son couldn't recognize him.
It was so impeccable, his makeup. It was shot in Busan, and even people there, even when he was walking in the streets, nobody could recognize him.
Yeah. Pretty incredible. And this time around, I mean, yeah, people can't recognize him all the time. But however, in the movie Asura, the City of Madness, he transforms again, once again.
Asura, he plays the antagonist. He's the corrupt mayor. Here's some of the reactions from the audiences that we got. Let's start with this one. Wow, Hwang Jung-min. Wow. I guess that's pretty explanatory. And someone else said, both good and evil exist within Hwang Jung-min. Many people will agree with this one. I give him a 10 out of 10. And there were many comments similar to this. He's opened up the road to success for Korean cinema. He always gives a worthy performance.
You know, Hwang Jung-min is a naturally gifted actor, but it's his hard work that differentiates him.
Yeah.
He really studies all his scripts. He reads them over and over again. He writes them all over again until he fully memorizes them.
Isn't that what you do, Crystal? I think you're ready to go into acting.
I'll take your opinion into consideration.
Well, yeah, for Hwang Jung-min, sometimes he looks really tough and, buff in these movies. However, if you meet him in real life, he's a very down-to-earth, warm-hearted guy.
That's right. He's extremely thoughtful as well. The consideration he showed for the team for the movie Himalayas.
He seems to go above and beyond for all of his colleagues. The story about what he did for the Himalayas casting crew is that he loves to treat people. He spent over $10,000 US at dinner for the staff. And junior actor Kang Han-il said, I didn't know about this, but he always sings my praises to other people. Another junior actor, Ryu Do-kwon, said, he shared his secret to good on-screen rapport with me. And veteran director Ryu Seung-won said, he actually went with me to find and secure filming locations.
I actually remember reading about how he helped to secure locations for Veteran. So the ending scene is set in Myeongdong, which is a very, very busy tourist spot.
It's really rare actually to have an actor go with the crew or the location manager on set just to find that perfect filming spot. I think it's probably the first time I hear something like this. So he's, I guess he's very diligent. I also heard that he's always the first one at the filming location, always ready to help others. And he also sometimes is there for the shooting when he doesn't even have to be in front of the camera.
Well, it seems like he's definitely setting a great example for all his fellow actors.
Exactly, and I think many of our viewers, Showbiz Korea viewers and fans all over the world also support him. We did receive lots of messages. Elaine, I think you selected a few for us.
Yes, of course. Thank you again for sending these messages. First, greetings from the USA. We so enjoyed watching your amazing acting skills. Wishing you health and happiness. Another fan wrote about Asura. He's a great and talented vending machine actor. Looking forward to watching Asura. I agree with this message.
That's a very nice message. I guess people all over the world really recognize talent. Language is not a problem in this case, and he really works hard. I also heard that he only sleeps 4 hours a day. He's practicing his lines, always trying to be super professional, and I'm sure he's also working hard on his new movie.
That's right. He has a new movie called Gunamdo, temporarily titled Battleship Island in English, and he's working alongside, wait for it guys, Song Joong-ki and So Ji-sub, so I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this. Battleship Island. We will also keep you informed, of course. Now we have to wrap up this segment. Elaine, can you wrap it up for us?
Well, Hwang Jung-min, I could talk about him for hours and hours, but I mean, I don't think our staff would like that. So anyway, I think we can agree that he's an actor that seems to fulfill the qualities of like quality and quantity. He did so many different kind of productions, and he delivered us with such a great performance. And it's not just his performance, but it's the way he treats all of his colleagues. It's something really admirable.
Yeah, thank you very much, Elaine, for wrapping it up. All right, guys, we will have another edition of Celeb-O-meter prepared for you next time. The show continues right after this.